Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy DeBush. I'm the Postmaster of Appleton, Wisconsin. On behalf of the United States Postal Service, it is an honor to welcome you to this significant and heartfelt event, the renaming of the post office to a true hero, fallen firefighter Mitchell Lundgaard. As we come together to celebrate his life and legacy, we are reminded of the selflessness and bravery that define the firefighting community and our shared commitment to the safety of our citizens. Mitchell Lundgaard's service to our city was marked by his unwavering dedication to protecting lives and property, often at great personal risk. Today we honor his sacrifice and remember his unyielding spirit that inspired all who had the privilege of knowing him. This post office, now bearing his name, serves as a lasting tribute to his legacy of courage and service. We are honored to be joined by Mitchell's family, friends, and fellow firefighters as we pay tribute to his memory. May this renaming ceremony remind us all of the sacrifices made by those who rush towards danger to ensure the safety and well-being of our community. Thank you for being part of this meaningful occasion as we remember fallen firefighter Mitchell Lundgaard and ensure that his name and spirit continue to shine brightly in the heart of our city. I would like to welcome up Mayor Jake Woodruff now for
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the City of Appleton for those of you who are visiting, and thank you for joining us for this important moment for our community. As a community, it's important that we always remember the service and sacrifice of those who answer the call of service for our communities. And today is another opportunity for us to do just that with the renaming of our post office for Mitch Lundgaard. It's important for us to always remember the sacrifices that are made by those who serve. And in the case of Mitch Lundgaard, he made the ultimate sacrifice for our community, and we will never forget that. And naming spaces in our community like Lundgaard Park and now our post office ensure that his name will forever be remembered in our community. So on behalf of the City of Appleton, I want to take the opportunity to thank the United States Postal Service and also Congressman Gallagher and his team for making this moment possible. And again, welcome to the City of Appleton, and thank you for joining us in this important memorial. Thank you. Congressman Gallagher.
Well, when we planned the event, we didn't deliberately choose the hottest day of the summer to do it, but we're going to get through it nonetheless. It's an honor to be with you to celebrate the life of a true Northeast Wisconsin hero, firefighter Mitch Lundgaard. It's great to see so many people here. The fact that there's so many people here is a testament not only to the impact that Mitch had within the Appleton Fire Department, but within the broader Appleton community as a whole. Few events, I would argue, have shocked this community quite the way the tragedy that occurred on May 15th, 2019 did. Many of us still remember where we were when we first heard the news of this tragedy and the feeling of shock and grief that overcame us. Many of us, myself included, remember this even without having had known Mitch personally. But over the years, thanks to his family and many of you here today, Mitch is no longer a stranger to the members of this community that didn't know him personally. We've come to know more about Mitch and the inspiring life of service that he led. And for that, we are truly grateful. By now, everyone here knows Mitch as a hero, and that he was. He was someone who, above all else, dedicated his life to helping other people. Like many of the men and women from the generation who were young adults during the 9/11 attack, he saw those events unfold, and he decided that he wanted to serve. He wanted to serve his community, he wanted to serve his country. And inspired by the heroism of the New York City Fire Department displayed that day, he ultimately decided to change his major from architecture to fire science and become a firefighter, so he too could help people in this community. And while many of us know him from his heroic service with the Appleton Fire Department, we've come to know some other details in the years since. For example, he was, of course, a dedicated Packers and Brewers fan. who, like any good Wisconsinite, loved spending Sunday afternoons at Lambeau Field. He was also a coach. I just learned that his two sons are each playing 3 different sports and about 3 different positions in each of those sports. He coached not only his kids' sports teams, but as I understand it, his friends and colleagues as well. He was a veteran mentor at the fire department, a role model, and someone who others could look up to. And when Mitch wasn't playing with or coaching his kids, he was coaching himself and those around him, whether it be encouraging them to run or do exercises like man makers, which are very painful. In fact, he was so passionate about this exercise that many people at the station and across Appleton now call them Mitch makers to this day. We will not be doing Mitch makers after the ceremony. It's too hot for that, but maybe we'll schedule that later on. Most importantly, and as evidenced by the front row here, he was a committed family man. He loved his wife, Lindsay, and his 3 boys, Evan, Logan, and Ryan, more than anything else. He represented the best of Northeast Wisconsin. All too often, when tragedy strikes, it captures the attention, but then the underlying stories can fade through the years. But thanks to the remarkable efforts of the Appleton community, the mayor, thanks to the leadership of Lindsay, her boys, thanks to the Appleton Fire Department, that hasn't happened, and that is not going to happen. Instead, with each passing year, our community comes together to carry on Mitch's legacy of family, community, and service. This first became obvious to me in the fall of 2021, when I visited the Appleton Fire Department to meet with Chief Hansen. This seemingly standard visit became a powerful one when on the tour of the fire department, Chief Hansen kept telling me stories about Mitch's service at the department. He showed me the fire truck they had dedicated to him. The fire department, in more ways than one, had gone to remarkable efforts to ensure that Mitch would not be forgotten, that his legacy of service would continue on. But as all of you know, this effort wasn't just contained within the fire department, it extended far beyond to gestures such as funeral processions the community held after Mitch's passing, to the annual events honoring and remembering the life of this fallen hero, to the naming of Lundgaard Park, not too far from here, which is now in the process of fundraising to include a pavilion honoring Mitch and the other firefighters who died in the line of duty, and to ensure the playground and the entire facility have a firefighter theme. This is definitely a place I will be taking my 2 young daughters to in the near future. And that's why we're all here today. Today we come together and we take another step. It may seem like a small step, but it's an important step to ensure that Mitch's life and legacy are never forgotten by establishing the Mitchell F. Lundgaard Post Office here in Appleton. And I can't thank Lindsay, her boys, and Chief Hansen enough for the support they provided throughout this process. You'd think that something as simple as renaming a post office would be an easy lift in Congress. But as many of you know, nothing in Congress comes easy. And today's event is the culmination of 3 years of hard work that I hope will be a small way to ensure that Mitch's name and story lives on. And that's what I tried to convey when I talked to Lindsay last year when the bill finally passed the House. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your dedication. And I just want to close by saying that I think this is evident of what is truly special about our community in Northeast Wisconsin. Sometimes when tragedy strikes, it's easy for a community to mourn and move on, but thanks to the strong, tight-knit community we have here, we don't allow that to happen. We go a step further to truly remember and honor people like Mitch and ensure that their lives and their stories are not forgotten and live on in our community forever. And it's my hope that something as simple as Mitch's name on this post office will inspire future generations from Northeast Wisconsin to dedicate their lives to service in the way that Mitch did. So thank you, and with that, please join me in welcoming Lindsay Lundgaard to the stage.
Thank you, Congressman Gallagher, and thank you, Mayor Woodford, and the USPS team for honoring Mitch with such an amazing gesture. It's truly hard to believe that it's been over 4 years since that heartbreaking day. Evan, Logan, Ryan, and I miss Mitch every single day. but I know he's always looking down and guiding us. Mitch loved his community. He loved serving others, and he lived his life doing so. The boys and I hope to continue to do the same through the foundation we created in his honor, and being the people he would be proud of every single day. We never expected a tragedy like this to impact our family, but with the incredible support, we were able to keep going, moving forward, and with love in our hearts. We truly saw the importance and definition of community, and although it has been 4 years, movements like this help remember his sacrifice and keep his memory alive. Thank you again to Congressman Gallagher for proposing the bill to rename the post office, and to the entire community who have truly supported us along the way. We are truly humbled.
Okay, good morning. I'm Brad Koenig, the Post Office Operation Manager that oversees the Appleton Post Office. On behalf of the United States Postal Service and the Wisconsin District, I want to welcome the family of Mitchell Lundgaard, Congressman Mike Gallagher, Mayor Jake Woodford, Fire Chief Jeremy Hansen, our distinguished guests, and to all of you attending today's dedication ceremony. The Postal Service proudly plays the role of connecting neighbors in our community to the nation. Our post offices serve as a lifeline for our small businesses to reach customers no matter where they are. When you think about it, the post office provides a community with its very identity. It connects businesses with customers, government officials with constituents, and residents with love. Today, we stand united to remember and pay tribute to a remarkable individual, firefighter Mitchell Lundgaard. As we gather to rename the Appleton Post Office in his honor, we ensure that his legacy of bravery and service will forever be etched into the fabric of our community. As we unveil the new name adorning the post office, we do more than remember a fallen firefighter. We celebrate a legacy of valor. Firefighter Mitchell Lundgaard's name will now grace this building, a constant reminder of his extraordinary service and inspiration for generations to come. The renaming of a postal facility is a true special tribute. It takes an act of Congress, literally, and the signature of the Presidents of the United States to make it happen. Sponsored in the House of Representatives by Congressman Mike Gallagher, the legislative act gives the United States Postal Service the privilege of having the name of Mitchell Lundgaard associated with the post office in Appleton. Only those individuals held in high esteem are considered for this honor. Mitchell Lundgaard is one such individual. May firefighter Mitchell Lundgaard's memory serve as a guiding light, reminding us to embrace each day with the same spirit of courage and selflessness that he exemplified. Let us keep his legacy alive by continuing to protect and serve our community just as he did with unwavering dedication. So the House Resolution 9335 designates the facility of the United States Postal Service located at 410 Franklin Street in Appleton, Wisconsin, as the Mitchell F. Lundgaard Post Office Building. At this time, I would like to invite Lindsay Lundgaard, Congressman Mike Gallagher, Mayor Jake Woodford, Fire Chief Jeremy Hansen, and Amy DeBush, the Appleton Postmaster, to help unveil the plaque that will be mounted inside the post office and the lobby. Anybody else want a picture?
Family invited to come up and take a picture with them. Okay.
Family with everybody in the family celebrate. Maybe we should do family by themselves.
Just
So at this time, this concludes the dedication and the ceremony. We do, however, have refreshments inside in an air-conditioned building, so that'll relieve us a little bit here today. But I appreciate and thank everybody coming out today. It's been a great honor to be able to unveil this, and thank you. Have a great day. On behalf of the Postal Service.